Okay, now we're gonna get into foundations, and in all honesty, I've tried many different foundations, but these are my favorite. Ever since I started using them, I haven't changed. So the first one I am going to talk about is a drugstore, of course, is the LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation. And this foundation, in all honesty, it gives me the right coverage. It stays, it lasts a long time, and the price is fantastic. You can't go wrong with $8.99. So this is why this has stuck by me. And the only negative and the only thing that I do dislike is that they don't have like a very big, you know, shade range for different different shades, like skin types. So it's kind of hard to find your color, but overall, I mean, this one, I use the warm beige and it's been working for me. So I really, really love this foundation. Now we're gonna go to a higher end foundation, and I think you guys all know it's the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. And this is definitely, I freaking love this stuff. It's expensive as hell though, but I love this foundation. They have all different colors. That's what I love about it. It really, really just mattifies to your skin. It just blends so beautifully to your skin. It's just so perfect. I love this foundation. This is like my favorite. And I have used a lot of different other foundations. I have used the Lancome Tint Idol. I love that foundation as well. That's a really, really good foundation. I don't have any more of that foundation, actually. I used it all up, and then once I found this one, it was just kind of like I didn't want to go anywhere else. So those are basically two of the foundations that I just use. I just stick closer to these ones. I do have the Wet n Wild one as well. I was struggling with shades in the Wet n Wild, and I really get oily after a while, a little bit too much, so I stopped using that one. But these are my go-to foundations. Now, concealers. Go-to concealers, and I think you guys know where I'm going with this one. I have high-end is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Fantastic concealer. In all honesty, I started using this one in January, and I'm in love with this concealer. It literally works for everything, and it's just full coverage, and it just blends so nicely. I mean, come on, everybody knows that that foundation is good, but this is the one that I have been using for a long time, and in all honesty, it's fantastic as well. Price range, I mean, you can't beat it. I think it's $4.99, and it's the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I have been using this one for over a year already, and in all honesty, I won't change it. I love this concealer, and I think it's so good. Now we're gonna go in with primers. I have a couple of them that I do use that I love. I'll start with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, the Pore Minimizer. I mean, this stuff is fantastic. I think you guys all know. We'll have the Smashbox. This one's the Pore Minimizer. This one is the Photo Finish foundation. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish. The other one was the Pore Minimizer, and this one is good as well. And another one that I really, really, really love. And see, the thing is with me is that when I love something, I stick to it. It's pretty bad. Like, I don't do anything else. Like, I'm stuck on that. Sometimes I need to venture out, but it's really hard for me. Another primer, which is a primer, a setting spray, and a refreshing spray. It's my Hangover 3-in-1. This stuff is a miracle worker. I love this stuff. It's so refreshing. It smells like coconut oil. It smells so good, and it really helps your makeup stay forever. All right, guys, so now going to powders is, I do love my Aerospun, and I don't have any more because I used it all up. I love my Aerospun, but I do love this Laura Mercier translucent powder. I've been using this for a while as well. Price range, I mean, it is expensive, so my Aerospun does Like I use my Aerospun more than I use this one, just because you can't use this one all the time. But Aerospun and the Laura Mercier, both of them, I love them. I don't have it with me because I already used it all up. And I have not gone out to buy some. And I really need to get my shit together. I really do. Another powder that I have been using is the L'Oreal True Match. I really, really, really love this one. It mattifies my skin. My skin doesn't look oily, and for touch-ups, when I have to touch up my foundation, this is a miracle worker. I will say that probably the only blush that I love and that I've been using forever is my e.l.f. blush, and this one is in Twinkle Pink. Let me see if it focuses for you guys. I'll open it up so you guys can see the color, and you can see that it's hitting pan. And that's the color right there. And I just love this blush. It is just so flattering for any kind of skin type. I mean, it's just so good. And in all honesty, basically, if you look back in almost every video that I have, this is probably the only blush that I'm using, because it's just that good. I really, really love this blush. If we're going into bronzers, I do have, not really crazy about it. And this one is the Physician Formula Bronze Booster. It's not, it kind of gives my skin a little bit of shimmer, but it's not all that. I'm not crazy about it. The Hoola bronzer is definitely something that I really do love. Just because I have used kind of like contour kits and stuff in the past, and bronzers and stuff, and it just looks muddy and stuff, and I really, really like this bronzer because it doesn't look muddy and patchy on my skin. So definitely the Hoola bronzer from Benefit is definitely my go-to for now. Another contour kit is my Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I really, really love this kit. And this one's the Deep. I love the colors, and I actually use this color right here as a blush. And I really like how this contour kit, how it blends out and stuff like that. I really haven't used any other one. These are probably the only two that I steer close to, so these are my absolute favorites at the moment. Now, moving on to eyes. If we need to talk about my favorite palettes, definitely my #1 go-to palette will be my Carly by Belle Deluxe palette with BH Cosmetics. You guys already know that I use this one almost in every single video. The colors are perfect. They're really pretty. They go with any skin type. They have so many pretty highlighters. This is just my go-to palette. I love it, and for the price, I mean, you can't beat it. I will definitely, I definitely reach for this one more than any other one. Another one that I reach for a lot lately is the Jaclyn Hill palette. And the crazy thing is, like, it's from influencers like YouTubers, but they're really good palettes. This one is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collab. And I mean, this palette is just freaking beautiful. I mean, seriously, look at all the colors. It has such a good color range with any skin type it goes. They're so creamy and satin. I mean, it's just a beautiful palette, and for the price as well with Morphe, you can't go wrong with this one. Now, my last palette, and I have a lot of palettes, it's just these are just the ones that I reach for. Another one that I did just start using is the Morphe 35F palette. This is a really good palette too. This has a lot of shimmers. It has a lot of neutral colors. I mean, it's just a really, really good palette. And for the price, like I said, this is another one that I have used in multiple videos. It's really beautiful. It has a lot of neutral colors, a lot of colors that, you know, you can just wear on it every day. It's just good. It's just good. Now, highlighters. I love the highlighter that's in the Carly palette. Her highlighters in that palette is beautiful. Another one that I cannot get enough and I love, and this is a drugstore brand. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow. This is, as you can see, it's hitting pan, and it's actually, let me show you, it's broken. This is another highlighter that it's just so beautiful, and you can wear it every single day, and it just goes with every single skin type. I mean, it's just such a beautiful highlighter. And this is basically, if it's not the Carly highlighter in her deluxe palette, it's this one, and that's all I wear, and I've been wearing this for over a year already. So that is definitely my go-to. Alrighty, now we're gonna talk about brushes, and I have not been using this for a whole year, but I have been using it for a while. This is the Wet n Wild Pro set, and it came with, was it 10 brushes? Yeah, it came with 10 brushes, and in all honesty, it cost $30, and the brushes are fantastic. I mean, the blending brush, it blends the eyeshadow so nicely, and the blush brushes, I mean, they're just my go-to. I literally find myself grabbing those brushes all the time just because I just like the end results when it comes to these brushes. Another brush which is part of the set is my highlighting brush from Wet n Wild, the Pro set, and this is my favorite. I mean, I have so many brushes over here, and I literally always find myself just grabbing these. I have a couple of Morphe brushes, which I really love, and I just bought as well. Mascara, I don't have a lot to talk about. This is probably the only one that I have been using, and it's the Ginseng Brightening Mascara. This mascara is fantastic. I have been using it for a while. It really just, oh my God, it's just perfection, honestly. I have the little small travel size, as you guys know, because I did work for Origins, and I did get little travel sizes here and there and stuff like that. So this is definitely a really good mascara. I'm almost out of it. Alrighty guys, so this is the end of my 2017 favorites. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really don't, when I love a product, I kind of stick to that product and I use it over and over again. It's kind of freaking annoying, and I know, I'm sorry. I'm going to try, in 2018, I'm going to try to venture out and try different products and really just experiment here and there. That's definitely one of my goals for this year. So yeah, but at least I showed you what I love, and hopefully if you want to try some of these products out, go out and get you some of these products. They're really good, fantastic products. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, join the little family here, and give this video a thumbs up if you really enjoyed this 2017 favorites, or if you want to see any other videos. Leave some comments below, and I will definitely be checking that out. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.